What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Blunderbuss79, and we are back at y'all with a brand new video. You see the title, you see the thumbnail. We got it going down. Sharon over here, so let's go ahead and get it. Right now, live and in effect. So first and foremost, y'all can see off the bat, this uniform is 875 crystals on sale. That's confirmed in the patch notes, but what they didn't say was this thing was going to be on sale for the next 20 days. So if you're hesitant on picking it up, as usual, let the content creators do their videos and whatnot, go around, check out, see what you like, see what you don't, see the ins and outs, the weather tools and the waffles and such, and then make your decision. The only difference is you got 3 weeks to decide. This is actually good considering that Guardians of the Galaxy is around the corner. A lot of people aren't really wanting to invest a whole lot into Sharon. Not in terms of getting her tier 4, definitely, but then you also have to think about the crystal cost that's associated with a Adam Warlock uniform. That thing is going to be 1,500 crystals on sale. So yeah, it's dope that they're extending this sale to 875 crystals for 3 weeks. We're not going to wait that long. We're going to go ahead and pick it up right now so you guys can be with me as we go on this journey of checking out what this thing is and isn't capable of, as far as our account is concerned, at least. And there she is. Let's go ahead and jump into the skill preview so we can check out the animations and whatnot and see what it do. I went to sleep a little early last night, so I didn't get a chance to do any of this. So the first skill is just a little stop and pop kind of thing. The second skill is supposed to be the V-pad skill. Yeah, you can't control that thing. Looks like she just thrusts with the lance. Kind of a charge attack similar to Captain America's Gear 3. Just with the lance instead of the shield. So drew a little bit of inspiration there. Like she actually shoots something now with that third skill. With the fourth skill, swipe, spin around, then a laser blast along with the iframe. Then on the fifth skill, oh, that's dope. That's dope. She throws up a bunch of little lances that come raining down, and then the big one comes and smacks you. Let's check out this third skill again. Oh, that actually pushes them away from you, and it groups. So that's actually dope for dealing with mobs and stuff. But yeah. Okay, so she throws the shield and then it kind of blows up. That's dope. I'm wondering the way that she's kind of constructed. Let's see what the cooldowns are like. Third skill is immediate. Cancel into the fifth. Oh wow. You gotta be really fast, huh? Oh yeah, just 3, 5, 4. Okay, so I got a question then. Yeah, let me take another look at this right quick. Yeah, okay, so you see that right there at the beginning? When she casts the fifth skill, and it lasts through the duration of most of the 4. See that red X right there? and then it kind of goes away after the spear kind of goes down, but You'll be able to see it like regardless of whether that big spear is there or not. That right there is the only point in time and I canceled the 5th too fast actually. Yeah, man. Okay, so this is kind of the problem that I'm seeing. Just off the bat, when she does the animation for the they took away the old little skill preview menu, didn't they? Oh, there we go. Okay, so she does that swipe, that spin around and then come up right there. That first slash and then the upward slash, she's in an iframe. Similarly, she's also in an iframe for the for a majority of the 5th skill right there at the beginning when she throws up the or not majority of, but right there when she throws up the lance at the beginning. And then here with the 4th skill, she doesn't get out of that iframe until the upward swipe. Well, the iframe on the 5th, basically, you know, your cancel time, right? And then you go directly into the 4. So it really kind of elongates to a degree the amount of time that she's in an iframe. That's gonna mess with her ability to be able to accumulate damage. And because her damage accumulation is based on damage dealt and not damage, or damage taken and not damage dealt, that's kind of problematic. They might want to think about your damage received. They may want to think about changing her damage accumulation over to damage dealt. With this particular uniform, I think it's probably going to serve the character better. Otherwise, what you're going to wound up with a situation is either having to switch Sharon to rage and then letting the 3rd skill play out a little bit so you can accumulate that damage, then 4-5, and hoping not to proc when you trigger the 3rd skill. Or 5-4 and then 6. So it would be a situation similar to this. Right? I canceled the 3 kind of early, but what you would do is you would do the 3rd skill and then you kind of sit around and wait, hoping that 3rd skill didn't trigger the proc. Or you would cancel it with the 1 or something like that, hoping that didn't trigger the proc. That way you can just get the accumulation up. Or maybe even go into the 2 and kite away, right? And then go into 4-5. Either way, it would be kind of a herky-jerky play style and that sort of thing. So, yeah. And I'm still not sure how great her survivability is. But let's go ahead in the world boss and we'll see what we can do with her. I got about an hour before reset and I haven't done anything. So I think, okay, I can take her into Mephisto 24. Hopefully we're not biting off more than we can chew. You should have the leadership tag. Let's see, I don't think I have any other physical attack lead that's human. So we'll roll with wave. Yeah, that should be decent. Wait just a minute. Oh, second potential realization ticket. Okay. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. She's a 800 CCF character. Actually, let me turn it down to 14. We'll run that one first. And if she wrecks, then we'll crank it up and see what she does at 24. Let's get it. Might have been a little late on my proc there, just a little bit. Whoa. I was definitely late on that one. Yeah, you really gotta cancel her quick or else she'll trigger that proc with the third skill. That's what I was afraid of. It still got done in 30 seconds though, which is really good. Okay, 10 bars on the tier 3 rotation. Okay, so they really haven't changed much about her playstyle other than really giving her that V-pad skill, and I haven't even taken advantage of it yet. Okay. Oh yeah, that was perfect. Get up out of the way with the deuce because I used it. That's the one thing I would say is I would be kind of sparring about how you use that second skill, because even though it does have kind of a wind up on it, being able to see something coming and using that to cancel and get out of the way, like it would have to be a really fast attack to hit you, you know what I mean? So there can be a little bit of technique to use it. Yeah, I think maybe 24 might have been biting off a little bit more than I could chew. So we'll check her at 20, see what's what. Oh yeah. See how long it takes without using the tier 3 at all. It actually wasn't that bad. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on the accumulation. So stages where it's easier for her to accumulate for like this stage, because of the poison traps, I think it's helping her out a lot in terms of letting her accumulate that damage. Standing in the way and being able to tank certain attacks, I think it's also gonna help. Now those one-shotters and stuff like that, like this little, I wouldn't attack him during this little phase or whatever. But yeah, I mean, she's not doing bad at all. Yeah, that was nothing for damage right there. That's what happens when you don't accumulate. So it's like 2 bars, 4 bars, where she was doing like 7 or 8 bars, 12 bars in some cases, like that instance right there. Yeah. I think stages that have like poison trap are really gonna favor her a lot. Yeah, see, that's off proc and no accumulation. I mean, yeah, and no accumulation with the tier 3, and the damage is just not there. Oh wow, I actually thought I missed that. But you know, Sharon has traditionally struggled during this phase of the fight with Mephisto, just because it's so hard to accumulate during that particular phase of the fight. So it's no surprises there. That's also another reason why I think they should change her damage accumulation from damage taken to damage dealt. Yeah, so I don't know. I think 24 might be pushing it, but we'll give it a shot here and see what is going on, my guy. Welcome back to the channel there, Dennis. Not so, can I suggest please? Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. I wonder how this thing would work with like something like a beatdown prop. Let's go ahead and hit him. She couldn't break him. Where he got the little thing. Yeah, like it's weird, bro. She's still proc friendly, but She might actually work better with a rage. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because I'm not sure if it's the accumulation or if it's the it's so much going on. Like, you gotta be able to accumulate the damage, catch the proc at the right time. Like, see, that damage was amazing. Boy, when she does not accumulate, and she's not building the tier 3 skill with every rotation, so you have to add in the 1 and the 2. It's just that I like to add in the 1 and the 2 after, kind of get away. Or at least the 2. Okay, I ran all the way through that thing. Turned the corner, came back the other. Did you just get in 4 hits? Oh, you sucker punching for real, ain't you? Okay. Oh, and he caught her anyway. Are you serious? Oh yeah, that's it. So she finishes 24 with a minute left. Not bad. Not bad. For my account anyway. So just so y'all know what she's rocking, full disclosure. As soon as I find her again. Where's Pippi Longstockings? There she go. So CTP of energy, 200 proc, 38, 37. It is the regular variety. We do have the 4-star artifact. We actually snatched that up the other day. And she is rocking Power of Angry Folk, type 3 enhancement, all of the skills, you know. No Odin's Blessing. Actually, everything isn't even fully awakened or anything like that. So she's got a lot of room. Normal uniform. So yeah. And of course, we got the 50% crit rate, 200% crit damage, 50% ignore defense, 130 attack speed, 50% cooldown duration, and she's rocking 37,410 energy attack with 71 or 76%, 76.5% ignore dodge. So yeah, I mean, not bad. Then of course these are my cards and the effects. Nothing major. 2% concentration, 11% pierce with 58% all attack, 24% physical attack, and 20% energy attack. So around 80% energy attack with 32% crit rate, 18% or 32% crit damage, 18% critical rate, and no energy procs or anything like that. physical procs, none of that stuff. So yeah. Alrighty, now let's check out my guy right quick. He posted this joint, so might as well let y'all see it. Whilst I check this out. Oh, bro. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's what my guy was doing with Sharon, over there. But let's get back to the chat. What my guy is talking about over here, DJ, Desi, over here. So, yeah. Basically, you're asking for suggestions, right? Because you feel like you got the Iron Man back to basics uniform, I understand, and you feel like it was a mistake, of course, like you was saying here, right? Worst mistake in my MFF life. I purchased Iron Man unit recently, but Sharon is 2 times better than Iron Man. I have enough crystals to buy her, but I don't know why I'm not satisfied. So just here for suggestions and all this jazz. Well, just like we point, and you have around 5,000 crystals and you're waiting for a crystal spending event. Yes, wait for the crystal spending event, but here's why. Right here earlier, and I don't know if you were here for this, but we just pointed out that this particular uniform is going to be on sale for the next 20 days. So yeah, I mean, that covers you for should cover you all the way up till past the release of Guardians 3. You know what I mean? Cause when does Guardians 3 come out? Let's check right quick. So May 5th, right? Well, that's is it 7, 14? That's like 16 days from now. You'll still have like a 4 or 5 days, right, after Guardians comes out to still make up your mind whether or not you want to get the Sharon Rogers uniform. Meanwhile, you'll still have plenty of opportunity, right, to check out all of the other uniforms, all of the Guardians uniforms, Star-Lord, whether or not they give a uniform to Adam, right? So I mean, they really pretty much put us in a position where it's okay to wait. And that's what I love about the way that they did release this uniform. 875 crystals on like a 21 day, like on a 3-week scale. That's like, they've never had a uniform on sale for that long. Not to my knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's actually pretty dope. It's actually pretty dope. That covers you all the way up until the release of Guardians. So you're not really put out there to go, oh, well, I have to hurry up and build Sharon. So that was a smart move. I can't even lie. Like, I gotta, you know, devs catch a whole bunch of shit from a lot of folks, myself included. So when they get something right, hey, putting the uniform on sale for 21 days as opposed to 14, that's actually a really, really smart decision. So let's go ahead and we need to run our multiverse invasions for the day, because that is about the most important thing that I can do right now. So we'll do that whilst we talk some more about this Sharon Rogers uniform and where eventually I think she's gonna fall in the meta, which is probably gonna be close to the top for a while. I think at tier 4 she's gonna be absolutely bonkers in terms of damage. I still think she's gonna be a glass cannon of sorts. Forgot to turn on autoplay. I still think she's gonna be a glass cannon of sorts. But they're definitely gonna have to do something about that damage accumulation, or remove some of them iframes, right? I understand they're trying to help with her survivability in terms of the windups, but if she can't accumulate damage during that little time frame, then there's really no point. What they would have to do is they would have to put an iframe on the 2 when she's kiting away. So move the iframe from the 4 and the 5, really. They can keep the invincibility and all of that stuff. Just take the iframe away. Put the iframe on the 2. Or if they move the iframe to the end of the 4, right? Instead of the beginning, put it at the end. Like right when the blast goes off. Put the iframe there. And then take the iframe from the 5 and then put it on the 2 and make the 2 a full iframe. So when she kites away, she's invincible. That would work, right? If they made those 2 changes, they wouldn't have to touch the damage accumulation at all. They leave it as is. If not, then they're just gonna have to flip it from damage dealt or damage taken to damage dealt. actually need to make sure that these other challenges, 70 dimension missions, I believe we already ran those. So make sure you guys do that, because that event shop is actually not a bad one. You can get you some Titan records, you can get you some tier 3 mats, of course. You can get you a mega tier 2 ticket. And yeah, then you got this, actually that's a different token. That's a different token. It's April Fool's Day stuff. It's still here. I think it didn't expire for another 2 days. So yeah, that's basically the best thing there is: the tier 3 mats, the mega tier 2 ticket, of course. Myself personally, I'm probably going to be going for the Titan records and the tier 3 mats. So those are my plans there, if anybody's wondering. Let's go ahead and get back into this multiverse invasion so we can clobber this right quick. I'm so ready for a back to basics Fantastic Four update, a shell shaded one that's got like kick-ass skills. Like, I thought they were gonna do that for a while, the shell shaded uniforms, and actually make them good. I don't know whatever convinced them to come out with those ones that they did. They were god awful. Like, even the Hyperion one that actually got skill changes was bad. But that's an aesthetic I do wish they kind of come back with and just make them good. The other thing too is that I've been noticing that they've been doing is buffing all of the seasonal uniforms. If you guys didn't notice the other day, and I'm gonna have to go back into the all uniform sale to check and see, but the Deadpool uniform was on sale, and trying to think, is it the only April uniform that I don't have? Yeah, because I got the other two, so it's the only one that I don't have, so maybe that's why. But I don't know if they buffed that thing or not, is what I was wondering. Even if they did, I'm not gonna pick it up because it's god awful. So not bad, not bad. I'm just gonna go down the list. And yeah, I could put this thing on auto and just run it. The problem with that is, and like I've been saying for the longest time, one of the, like, they like doing quality of life changes from time to time. One of the quality of life changes that they could add to this multiverse invasion, aka co-op 2.0, is they can add in selected teams, right? Where you or set teams Similar to how they have in Giant Boss Raid or World Boss. You can set your team, set your strikers, um, what have you, right? It would be kind of a mishmash between the two because, or more akin to World Boss, just with one character and 5 strikers instead of a lead, a support, a DPS, and 5 strikers. But if they did something similar to that, where you could set your DPS and you could set your 5 strikers, and give us 10 slots, right? Because you can run the thing 10 times. And you can just run it that way. Because what winds up happening is, if you set it on auto, it just uses the next character in the line as the strikers. And we'll show you here when this is done. And the way that your characters line up is going to be, you know, whoever your tier 3s are, whoever your tier 4s are going to be at the top. And then awakened characters below that. So it's going to use all of those up. As a result, if you don't get in there, like you see how we got this level 70 green goblin in there, or red goblin, and then of course we got the tier 3 Magneto. Well, if you don't have anybody else in there that can carry the weight, right? Because my Storm can obviously carry the weight, it's just on autoplay. So, and because she doesn't have a judgment, because she has a destruction, she was missing a lot of the procs, things of that nature. But if I would have put somebody in there, and see, if I set this thing to auto, right? You see what it does? If I'd have set it to auto from the other screen, it would have done the exact same thing. It would have put in a bunch of DPS characters because they give the most increase all attack. They give the highest bonus here, right? Which from the computer standpoint makes sense, right? But if I would have put in, say, a bunch of tier 2 characters, where you see it drops from 100% to 40 and 50%. So not as big a buff, not as big a bonus. And the level 70 doesn't make a difference, because you see we have all level 70 characters in here, and it doesn't make a difference. So what the difference is going to come in is when you start putting awakened characters in. Like, see, this one awakened character equaled the same as 2 tier 2 level 70s. The same thing here, and the same with tier 3 characters, right? So the best thing to do, if you really want to be strategic, is to pick tier 3s that you know aren't going to be DPSing for you. You know, the support types and that sort of thing. And just go about it that way, if you want the 100%. And then of course, if you really want to make the most out of it, you would play on manual. Of course, a lot of times I'll play on manual until the bar is full. Then once the bar is full, I'll just let it ride out. Because I mean, everything else after that is just bragging rights. He's got me striking for him. That's cute. So yeah. No, Sharon's shaping up to be a powerhouse. Like I said, the crux is really gonna be building Adam and Sharon back to back. If you plan on tier 4 in one or the other or both, gonna kind of determine that. We still don't know how long or how strong Adam is gonna be, or if he's gonna get an update or an upgrade at all. You know, we're still waiting on Kang. We're still waiting on, you know, that whole thing. So, you know, at this point, we don't even know if we're gonna get Black Panther uniforms at all. Right? The partial updates that we got for what was that? The Spider-Man characters, Sinister Six. Those guys, right? The part 1 and the part 2, but 2 uniforms for Green Goblin, but then stretching out his tier 3 and all of that stuff when he really should be tier 4 by now. And I'm not complaining about Red Goblin because he's god awful strong. But I don't think I think it may be fleeting to a degree, especially with Sharon coming out. Of course, we know Luna Snow is probably going to be right around the corner. Probably sometime after the Guardians update. I'm betting on a mid-month for Luna, possibly Crescent as well. Let's say next month could be really, really huge. Like if they decide to do Guardians and it's a really big update, like akin to what the old MCU updates were, the when the uniforms first started getting good, Infinity War and that sort of stuff. You know, if we just get half of one of those updates, because those were 2-part updates, you know what I mean? So, you know, if we just get the first half and get like, you know, 7 or 8 uniforms for the Guardians, and of course some game mode stuff and that sort of thing. But nothing that they're doing so far convinces me that the update is going to be that big in any way, you know? So there's that other end of the stick. But I am kind of thinking in a whole hog sort of fashion, like if they decide to really just throw the kitchen sink at this thing and give us a Guardians update, give us Kang the Conqueror somewhere in between there in the mid-month, you know, maybe even before. We do have about 2 weeks before And so if we wound up getting Kang next week, I wouldn't be mad at that. But somewhere in between here and the next mid-month update, if they drop Kang, we get somewhere in the neighborhood between 5 to 7 uniforms for the Guardians. That's including Adam Warlock and Mantis and Star-Lord. You know, Gamora they could skip. Nebula they could really give a uniform to. You know, you still have to take into account Rocket and Groot and where they're gonna fall as far as that is concerned. And then of course you still got Drax. So it's a lot of characters to touch as far as the Guardians are concerned. If they're gonna introduce any new characters as far as the Guardians are concerned. And then of course with the mid-month, if they decide to go with Luna and Crescent, then of course you still have Wave and White Fox. And it would really be a blessing for White Fox to get a uniform. Wave as well, because she's a great support character. But if she doesn't, she'll still be a solid use as a support. But with White Fox in particular, because her best uniform is a paywall uniform, it would be nice for her to get something so the free to play community can enjoy that character and all of the utility that she's able to provide. So really looking forward to the next month and a half or so in this game, just to see what they do. You know, a lot of people are looking at this as a make or break sort of moment to see which way the game is going, because it is an 8-year-old game. So, and the fanfare thus far is not very promising, or it hasn't looked to be. Yeah, we got the tier 3 selector and all of that stuff, and the transcendent selector coming. But then we also have a bit of lackluster in terms of some other things. And while we got this going, let's go ahead and jump into this. So we got a price adjustment of in-app purchases due to changes in tax and exchange rates. So greetings agents, this is CM Fragment. Due to changes in tax and foreign exchange rates, we have adjusted prices of in-app purchases in the App Store for the following countries: New Zealand, Turkey, India, Pakistan, China, Croatia, Chile, United Arab Emirates, Tanzania, Qatar, and price differences between markets. We have adjusted the prices of in-app game purchases for Google Play in the following countries, and it's the same countries as previously listed. So yeah, make sure y'all check that out if this applies to you. The price adjustments have been completed. Please note that the in-app purchase price in the App Store may have been adjusted before Google Play Store price was changed. So In other words, give it a little while to take effect before you make any purchases. This is actually a good thing, I think. Depending on, I mean, well, you know, if the tax rate went up, then that sucks. But yeah, just make sure y'all check it so you know what you're paying and the difference and all of that jazz, because this does not apply to me where I live, but I did think that this was important to bring to you guys' attention. So yeah, back to the game. And where is Sharon? Let's go ahead and throw out there with the full set strikers. See if we can find some good ones. Kingo in there, and this guy, he's not doing nothing. Oh, Red Guardian. I'm gonna just play our own manual so we can see what it does. Yeah, that did trigger the proc. That's what I thought. I came a little late. That proc isn't coming at all. Yep, that's why I'm glad I waited. I keep canceling the 5 too early. I'm missing out on a lot of damage. Oh no, her timing is really different. It's up against a level 80 tier 3 black bolt and a Mephisto, which, yeah, you could argue, you know, that's not really the greatest sort of comparison in the world. And you would be absolutely right, but it's interesting to look at. Actually, he has a damage problem. Let me go with a rage character so I can turn the autoplay back on. Okay. I think this may be actually a little bit better. I think that Sharon might be on manual. Let's see if we can catch him. catching him. Yep. Let's just let that alone then. Oh yeah, we didn't pull off from that gambit on that one. You know what? That'll be interesting. It doesn't matter who. So let's check it out. But yeah, in terms of the quality of life changes, for this game mode, the selected teams, the selected teams thing, I think would be dope, and then a lobby, having a lobby, so you can see who you're being paired up with. I think would also be dope. And it was something that they actually used to have with the old co-op game mode. And I think for the free-to-play players and the players that struggle in getting the maximum level to be able to get the best out of this game mode in terms of farming gold mostly, but then of course you get the other materials. The main thing you get out of here is gold. Doesn't matter whether you're VIP level 0 or VIP level 20. So yeah, those two changes I think would actually be dope as hell. But we're gonna go ahead and start up the story fragment farming that we haven't completed for the day, and try to hurry up and run through those. I believe we are done with GBR for the day. Yep. And we've really been focusing on sectors 3, 4, and 7 and 9. We've been playing the other sectors, of course, but really focusing on farming these first, especially in the event of a time crunch or something like that, like we are under now. We'll let Namor be the DPS. And I'm gonna run and grab some coffee, and I will be right back. The water had glitched from the tier 3 skill. Namor got that wet. Oh man, we are back, man. Yeah, my boy Namor and Sharon both rocking them wingtips. The only difference is Namor's have an animation and Sharon's are fixed. Oh my God, Mephisto on the team right there. And keep it pushing. And we'll go check out Alliance Battle after this one, so we can see which day it is, because we haven't ran AB yet. And if it's a day that we can use Sharon on, it'll be a good test for her. Got Namor straight wrecking. And did we pick up the fragment? Yes, sir, we did. Okay. Okay, let's go check out AB right quick. We got a female combat day. So then we got universal male. Yeah, so she'd really just be eligible for this first requirement, and there's really no point in using her there. Wouldn't have been bad for the second requirement, but for the Frost Beast, but for Surtur, but for this first set of mobs that may spawn the Frost Beast, but may not still. I don't think Storm is gonna cause it to spawn. Nope, she haven't made it come out yet. It ain't coming. And I actually still have no idea what causes the Frost Beast to spawn in this first one or not. So yeah, because if it spawns there, then you get 210. Let's see, character that uses silence. Huh, silence. Right? Wondering if the damage to boss types is gonna be more. She's got these long cooldowns. Might actually be a problem. I came early as hell. That was way off. And I keep missing the awakening skill. Not the best run. I'm pressing it. I don't know why it's not going off. Wow. That is so broken. Yep. This is so retarded. Let's try that again. Let's see, we actually do have mob. Trying to wait for, okay. Okay, we'll restart it. They actually do have some options with the other ladies. And 50. $1 million. Good prop. 0.4. 0.8. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 2.3. I missed. That's cool though. It's cool though. It's actually good that he jumped out of range. I got to cancel the roar, but I didn't have a rotation available. I came late, but fourth skill came late as well. Up to 3.4. Good prop. 3.85. Gonna have to switch here. I'm on 4.9. .7. Crap, we jumped out of range again, but good. I'll just proc on the awaken skill instead. 6.5. This should be it. One more rotation. One more rotation. Whole stack of mobs. 7.1. Yeah. So, actually dope. Not bad at all. Oh, we can use Farmer Thanos. Okay. I'm down with that. I'm actually down with that. Let's get that guy out of here. And who else are we gonna use as a support? That's the question. Does he have some kind of The ignore target dodge rate by 20%. That's gonna help. 50% all attack, 36% defense. Thanos has the debuff removal. 25% damage dealt to superheroes. That's not gonna help at all. The ignore dodge will. But his leadership is no better than Thanos, so there's really no point. And I believe this guy only applies to heroes. Yeah, the damage to supervillains. Thanos is still classified as a supervillain, so yeah. So we are getting that. Doesn't he give some sort of he ignores dodge for himself. And he's got a 40-30. Yeah, all this stuff applies only to him. Yeah, it looks like that's probably the best I can do. Squirrel Girl is still a speed type, so she's not gonna apply in this content. Yeah, the best I can do is that ignore dodge passive. So I screwed that up. Oh wow. Ain't make no headway. Like, I know he'd do much better at there we go. I know he'd do much better at tier 4 in this content. Let her rip. I will. So yeah, definitely getting him to level 72. All of that jazz will help him there. And yeah, this thing here, I'm just hanging on to it. 'Cause I already have all of these characters at tier 4. Um, yeah, I'd get the 512 bios, but you know, they really should open this thing up to at least the same amount of characters that they did for the um, tier 3 anniversary joint. So I'm waiting to see if they do that, if they ever make that adjustment. I doubt it, especially since a lot of people probably already used it already or whatever. But that's really the way they should have came at that thing from the jump. Let's go ahead and jump back over here in the story. We can grab these fragments. I'll put Emma in. Now let's see. Take Ghost Rider, and Loki, and do a Ghost Rider and Loki. They're really more used for dispatch farming these days. And that's really their sort of niche. And then to be honest, a lot of people use Thor Tier 4 for that as well, because he's good for it. Especially when you start talking about farming Dispatch 13. You need Tier 4s for that. Or you need a lot of Pierce on your cards. And to be honest, in some cases, both. I need to go back and try Dispatch 13 with Jean, now that I have a rage on her. See if she can farm that for me, because I wasn't able to do it with Hulk. Not with the PvP build, I wasn't able to. With the rage, that might be a different story. And if he ever falls out of the PvE or the PvP meta, I may put a rage on him for a little bit just to see. Just to see if he can compete a little bit. Turn him into a GBR farmer for me or something. I don't. Let's get our healed up right quick. I was gonna say she's got a lot of mind damage immunity, so MODOK ain't doing much there. Picked up the fragment. ain't nothing but adding a support to the team. I like that. Got the all-female joint rolling. Like, and that's with a PvP build. He's popping 126k or more. And yes, I understand it's story mode and all of this jazz, but I also look at things in like relative terms, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, yeah, she's popping 150, but then she's also rocking a rage. Right? So not the story is like notorious for damage or anything like that, you know. You'd get a better comparison running something like Dispatch. But something that's just interesting to note. Okay. Let me let my guy Juggernaut cut up a little bit. Yeah, they kind of took that from Rhino a little bit, just without the helicopter. I guess they figured they reused that animation enough. But then, interestingly, they did bring back the helicopter for, I think, Polaris. Yeah, right there. Ain't gotta worry about Juggernaut dying either. So he's not doing the most damage in the... There he goes. Does a little something when the proc goes off. And a little reuse spin to win for from Black Dwarf there as well. Yes, sir. That is a nice pickup. More mutants, huh? And we just get a little debuff removal, that's all. A little bit of HP. So need to look and see. I'm not sure if they got Polaris classified as a hero or a villain, but we're past those stages now anyway. I think that's like 5, sector 5. Which if we get time, we're gonna go back and do. And then we'll restart Shadowland at the beginning of the week, at the beginning of reset. We'll try to get some Shadowland videos out before I go to work. Hey, B5L, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Yeah, we took a look at Sharon a little earlier in World Boss. Trying to get these story fragment farming out of the way before reset. Actually, they got us on what, 7-3? So that's sector 8. We want to do sector 9. And we can go back and do the rest of those. Actually, after that, we need to go and do future ends here and one for the Odin's blessings with Odin. So yeah, looks like the mutant connection for this month is rocking in some MODOK story fragment farming joint. So if you're free to play and you wind up getting your hands on a exclusive X-Gene bio sub some kind of way, and you're wondering on who to spend it on, I would recommend Polaris. Just because of the support and the utility that she's going to offer to all of your mutant characters. That's including Jean Grey, who just so happens to be the best character in the game right now. She's going to offer her a decent leadership as well as a decent support. So yeah, and then there's also the possibility of her getting a uniform in the future, which I can see her and Dazzler both getting uniforms in the same update, and that would be absolutely nasty if that happened, because the support and the utility for mutants would just go through the roof. Especially when you start throwing other free-to-play support utility mutants in there, like Beast and Cyclops. Of course, if you can get your hands on Mystique, that would also be huge. But just for characters that offer utility to mutants only, and of course, if you get your hands on Jean, that automatically means that you would have access at Magneto. Although you probably wouldn't have access at his uniform unless you already got it. A seasonal joint. go ahead and throw Cap out there. Yeah, just trying to even out the story fragment, the fragments before I decide to do this full. We'll also be doing a separate stream for that. And it's probably gonna happen. Well, actually, no, I need to do the tier 3 Fury thing, because I did say that video was coming. Either that or we'll just dedicate a live stream to it. Either way. Yeah, because I don't think anybody's leadership does anything as far as attack. And Scream is by far the best DPS, so. But we are gonna go ahead and call it a stream here. And yeah, y'all like, comment, share, sub, all of that jazz. Let me know what you think. And we will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you.
And we did get the fragment. We had to take over there at the end to make sure we didn't get clapped up. But we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
strong